Copper deficiency is a very common ailment in goats, and it can cause a whole host of problems. The first signs you see are a rusty coat. I'll go into that a little more in depth later. Then there can be infertility, bent bones, weight loss, parasite problems, anemia, bad hoof and horn structure, crackling joints, and just overall unthriftiness. Oftentimes the first sign you'll see is black hair starting to rust into red. And it typically starts right here in my experience and on the belly and just works its way up. On Chamois goats that don't have a lot of black, I tend to see it start right here in the black pattern, right underneath their pin bones. A common sign we're told about online and on forums is a fishtail. I have not found that to be consistent in my herd with copper deficiency. I've seen a few fishtails, but I've not found it to be consistent with copper deficiency. This goat obviously needs copper, but does not have a fishtail. So don't go by that, I go by coat color change. There are several ways to supplement copper, but the most common way is using copper boluses. You get the cattle boluses from Jeffers. They're called Copisure is the brand. There's another company called Santa Cruz or something like that, Ultra Cruz or something. And a lot of people have not had as good results with that as with Copisure. This comes in goat capsules too, and you can get a goat bolus gun and just bolus it. But I get the cow capsules because they're cheaper, and then I just break them open and pour them into these straws. I've got these little plastic straws, I've cut them in half, and I've taped the bottom shut. And then I just pour it into the straw, and here's my, you need a gram scale. Here's my gram scale, and I just pour in how much I need, and then dump it down the goat's throat, and I'll show you. The dosage for copper bolus is 1 gram per 22 pounds, so weigh your goat before you do it. Minx is about 75 pounds, so I'm going to give her 4 grams. That would equal 88 pounds per dose, but the other, cutting back another gram would be 66 pounds, so I'm going to go on the higher side of the dose and use 4 grams. So you just pull this off. Some of them are a little harder than others, but this one came off easy. I'll turn our scale on. And we will switch the units to grams instead of ounces. And then I'll just carefully pour this into the straw. And I kind of know roughly how much 4 grams is, so I'm not going to weigh it until I think I have enough in there. Because it's easier to dump back into the bolus than it is to get into the straw in the first place. Let's see how much that is. That's 4 grams, but I saw it go to 5 for a little bit there, so that's on the high end of 4 grams. So I'm going to dump some back. Now it's bouncing between 3 and 4, so that's perfect. That's just the dose I want. And if I'm making up a whole bunch of these, I'll use a Sharpie and I'll put the goat's name on it so I don't mix up the doses. So if you're not using the bolus, you're splitting open the bolus. There's several ways you can get it down the goat's throat. Some people mix with bananas or peanut butter or in pieces of bread, marshmallows. My goats never work for doing things like that. They're terribly picky and they'll spit them out. So what I do, and why I use the straw, is so I can get it in the back of their mouth. So I just dump this right in the center of their mouth, and then I hold their mouth so they can't spit it out, and then I just use some water and I kind of spray around in there to wash all that copper down. There, good girl. Simple as that. And if they do chew it, that's not a huge problem. A lot of people say they can't chew the particles, but I don't know if that's true or not even. So I don't worry about that.